Adidas is looking to repurpose unsold Yeezy products, and here are some of its options. I keep talking to my kids about this one. I'm like, they're like, why don't you just give it to like charitable organization? Why don't you just donate it? Why don't they donate it?
We had that debate.
My kids love that one. That's what the one they keep bringing up when we have this discussion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, it's complicated because really when you sever a relationship like that, you're doing, the main purpose is to suggest that you disagree with a particular behavior and you will end all association with it. And all promotion, distribution. You have these physical goods sitting there, but in a way, if you act to put it on more bodies, you are kind of, as weird as that sounds, you're kind of co-signing or continuing to promote a thing that you were attempting to distance yourself from. And so it creates this moral complexity, cultural complexity, how you approach a situation like this. You got like $1 billion in goods that belong to you, but at the same time, you're trying to create as much distance as possible between you and those goods and the person associated with those goods. So let's go ahead and read through what some of the actual options are. Well, we already know they discussed how much money could be lost here. The company's revenue by 1.2 billion and operating profit by 500 million. And it could be even bigger if they can't repurpose any of this merchandise. That's a crazy idea, too. You take all the merchandise and redo it?
Yeah.
Recycle it?
In a way.
You plaster other logos or you unstitch embroidery or...
So that's the look that they're representing. It's going to be very, very complicated and complex.
They're going to have to redo it. It has to become something new.
Yeah.
Oh... Getting rid of unwanted leftover products or figuring out how to repurpose them is a common problem for the retail industry. Reselling inventory at a discount, donating, or upcycling are different options that companies consider. Experts say Adidas is in a uniquely different position to try to make a profit off of its unsold inventory given the distinct design of Yeezy products. How can you do it? How can you repurpose a foam runner? It's like...
Yeah.
So they think, okay, here's option one. Let's remove the Yeezy label and resell the merchandise at a discount in our own stores. So no Yeezy label. It's now, you know, the secondary market. And they're going to be like, oh, I got the no brand Yeezy stuff. There was a drop and then they're on StockX. Oh.
The banned product.
Oh, my goodness. Well, they could turn a profit from it. But again... Do people accept it? How do they feel about the brand doing that? All this work would be extremely labor intensive and it can only be done one shoe at a time. So it's very costly to go through this process. They may spend more money trying to do that.
Yeah.
And the shareholders are like, well, how do you even know people will want it and at what price? Will the consumer buy it? It's more, you're taking on more risk.
It's just unfortunate because at the end of the day, it's just material. And material doesn't have any allegiance, right?
I know, but when you're talking about mass production, the idea of collecting all that stuff, shipping it back to the places that actually build it, and then being like, hey, so scroll up. Option 2 here is sell the merchandise in smaller markets. You guys didn't hear that news, did you? Over here in this smaller market, you just buy it, right? Oh, man, I don't know about that either. And then destroying the merchandise. Oh, good. That just seems weird and wrong as well. Experts say destroying the merchandise is not a smart move. Companies such as Burberry, Coach, and H&M have received heavy criticism in previous years for disposing of wearable apparel. We've seen that happen with other luxury brands who didn't want to see their product discounted. That's the other thing. When companies discount their goods, the perception of value associated with that brand goes down. And so they'll discard in order to avoid discounting. Yeah. What a crazy thing. Yeah. So these are your options. None of them seem amazing.
Yeah.
Did they suggest any other options? I see some article might be left down there. Or no, that's just ads and stuff. That's it. That's your options. Sell it in a smaller market as is. Get the labels off of it and sell it in your own stores. Or with your partners. Or destroy it. You guys tell me in the comments. You tell me which one should be done in this case. Or maybe you have some other incredibly innovative suggestion, which I would be really curious about. What do you do?